よし、館に帰ってきたぞ。次のクエストは何だ？ここもう完全にクエストを受ける場所と化してるから。アシスか、やだな。
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you,
見た
Talana.
目でわかんのか
She
な、
has
野良
fulfilled the
族とかって
requirements. And Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all.
なんかこの世界
Would
さ
you like to take it
人
up with him?
種がすごいごちゃ混
The word of
ぜ
the
だ
Sun
から
King is
さ、
indeed law.
なんかアジアっぽい顔の人もいれば、
Even though it
なん
brings
か
ruin to the lodge,
白人っぽい人もいるし、黒人っぽい人もいるし、
Do you, Aloy of the Nora,
それもなん
pledge
と
to
か族
act
とかに
rightly
限ら
and
ず、
nobly when
ご
in
ちゃごちゃなん
service
だ
to
よ
the
ね。
lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander.
誰も狩人タレって言ってく
While
れ
you
ない。
make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
アシスは実際実力あんのかな。なんか前記録を読んだ限りだとそうでもないような気がするんだけどね。
This is a good day.
うん。
What's Redmaw?
Few have seen it. A thunderjaw marked by years of battle.
記録に書いてあったや
Some
つ
say it
ね。
still bears the marks of over a dozen hunters on its flank. How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Redmaw. But to me, it's more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Assis. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family. He was my last link to them, besides the lodge itself. I have to unseat Assis.
I know why I hate Assis. Why do you?
My family has always boasted members in the lodge. My father and brother were both hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in the massacre. They should be honored as hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
はあ、大虐殺で死んだんだ。
How did your family come to be members of the lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
What happened in the massacre?
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too. Yet when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them. And my father and brother were among them.
機械で虐殺してた
I'm
の？
so sorry.
ああ、なるほどな。
What happened to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should have fought by his side.
He didn't want you to die with them.
Nor would he want their names forgotten. Especially by the man who benefited most from their deaths, Assis.
なるほどね。
Now that you're a thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why don't you hunt down a thunderjaw and a stormbird?
You want me to go trophy hunting?
You're not just any thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
But what about Red Maw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.
もちろん見つけたら一緒に行くよ、レッドもぜひとも戦いたいな、そのものすごい強いやつ。
Having any trouble?
うん、いや特に何
Bring
も
back
問題はない
trophies from a
サンダージョーとストーンバードね。昔はかなり手こずったけど今となってはね、もう何体も倒してきてるからな。間違いなくやれるでしょう。あ、ちょっと話聞くか、リーガン。
2 new thrushes in 1 day. Makes a hawk proud.
新たなつぐみが2人？
Who else just became a thrush?
Arctic. I see
Arctic.
him rising to the top very quickly. He reminds me of myself
な
at
んか
his
腕の
age.
立つやつがいるん
What
だ。
will you say when I bring in a Thunderjaw trophy?
That's a wonderful goal. Perhaps you can have Arctic give you some tips.
うん。
Do you know where Red Maw is?
I do not. Rumor of it spreads quickly within the lodge. As soon as it is spotted, it disappears again.
なんか特徴あんのかな、そのレッドモって。
Can you tell me what happened during the massacre?
A terrible time. King Jiran purged loyal subjects and traitors alike throughout the Sundom. Even called out members of our
まあ
lodge.
とにかく逆らうやつみんな殺しまくったってこと
Some
だよ
spoke
な。
out against the killing. And when the soldiers came for them, we all objected. And for that crime, those who were not arrested were forced to watch our comrades murdered in the Sun Ring. I shouldn't say more.
Please, tell me what happened that day in the Sun Ring.
Normally, victims of the Sun Ring fell within minutes as the crowd cheered their deaths. But not with our hawks. They stood alone against wave after wave of machines. Hours passed, the men taking turns fighting as the others rested. The crowd's mood turned, rallying around our men. Some of them left, their bloodlust unsated. We members stayed and watched till nightfall.
What happened in the Sun Ring at nightfall?
The sun had set, and only firelight and the glow from the machines lit the ring. It was then the court released a behemoth. Several hawks at once jumped into the ring to fight alongside the condemned. They had snuck in their weapons. I wish I had as well. The machine didn't discriminate. It crashed into the stand, devastating spectator and fighter alike. It was a slaughter.
And how did the battle in the Sun Ring come to an end?
Talana's father climbed atop a behemoth and with one well-placed spear destroyed it, just as a second knocked him to his death. Her brother and the others fought this second behemoth, falling one by one as they put themselves between the beast and the stands. And so we and the spectators were saved. Those who had once cheered for their deaths thanked the dying men for their very lives.
What a brave end. And how terrible that no one speaks of it.
I must say, I'm
すごい話
surprised
だ
by your
な。
achievements. Bringing in a stalker already.
Save your surprise. I'm just getting started.
そうか、なんかこの狩人の館関連の話好きだな。カージャの流れ物。
They make good shards, but I'm all thumbs.
じゃあ戦ってくっか。別々の場所にいんのね。あ、そんなに遠くないな。じゃあストームバードやるか。もうちょい開けた場所がいいんだけどな。あんまり場所が良くないな。 ジャンプによるスローとかを使っていくか。いた。やべ、あ、なんかマップボタン押しちゃった。よし、ダウンした。やべ、当たった。やったか。やったね。よし。結構一目で減っちゃったけど、まあ自然に回復するだろう。破砕砲の弾。破砕砲ってなんだ。破砕砲。命中すると強い圧力で周囲のものを吹き飛ばし、非常に強い破砕効果を与える。そんな武器あったっけ。なんかもらった。あ、なんかもらったのか。破砕砲手に入れた。強力な空気圧を発生させて狙いを正確につけずとも機械の装甲板や部品を切断し追撃の隙を作る近距離向けの武器。改造不可。改造できないの。ちょっと使ってみる。これも勝手に発射する系の武器か。あ、このカチッってなった状態で押すと発射するんだ。あ、リロードちょっと時間かかるな。操作性があまり良くないね。一応弾作っとくか。でもちょっとやめようこれ。サンダージョーはやっぱ粘着爆弾なんだよな。粘着爆弾で遠距離からやるってのが一番いいんだよな。サンダージョーは。あ、いい草むらがあんじゃん。ちょっと遠いか。あ、ここいいね。デカめの草むらいいぞ。ここからだ。今粘着爆弾だよね。粘着爆弾ではい。岩陰に隠れの敵のねレーザービームとかが当たらないように岩陰に隠れのからの爆弾投擲よ。粘着爆弾の雨あられ。これでね敵をできれば敵の武器を爆破したいんだよね。見つかっちゃったか。はい。レーザー撃ってくるけど当たりませんと。倒れるのからの爆弾の雨。そろそろいいか。はい、終わり。よし。ちょっとブレイズの消費が激しいけどこの戦法。でも粘着爆弾は最近時間差で爆発するっていうのが便利に感じてきたんだよね。撃った後茂みに隠れてる間に爆発してくれるっていう。 のが意外とね使えるという感じなんだよね。サンダージョー。よし、じゃあアシースに届けますか。サンダージョーやってきたぞと見ろと叩きつけてくるか。狩人の館若干遠いんだよな、キャンプからこの町結構複雑っていうか、上と下に分かれてて
Where's
さ、
Maybe upstairs.
キャンプもっと作ってほしいね。あれ
No Assis either. Maybe Ligon knows where they are.
いないのか。ビーガンどこ行った？まさかレッドモウ見つかったんじゃないだろうな。
You have trophies? I can hang on to them until the Sunhawk returns.
Where are Assis and Talana?
Assis received word about Red Maw and rushed out. Talana found out a short time later and had to follow.
They both went alone?
Assis left without his thrush. Talana did as well. Though I saw some outlanders follow after her.
I wouldn't put it past Assis to try something underhanded to get the kill. Where have they gone? I have to help if I can.
You might be right. They've gone southeast, headed for the spear shafts. You'd better hurry.
いやー、それはちょっとあれだね、心配だな。流れ物が後をつけていったっていうのもなんか気になるね。その流れ物まさかアシースの手のものじゃねえか。タラナ罠にはめられてねえか。タラナを探す。あー、いいところにキャンプがないな。なあ、トールネックのそばのキャンプちょっと嫌なんだよな。まあしょうがねっか。ここから行くか。あ、こっちからでいいや。早速トールネックいるわ。トールネックかっこいいよな。トールネックの周りでもすごい機械がたくさんいるから嫌なんだよね。トールネッククエストのための配置だと思うんだけど、機械がたくさんいて近くのキャンプに降りるとその周りの機械と戦わなきゃいけなくなるんだよな。戦ってる。やっぱりなんか、やっぱりそうだな。こいつら敵じゃん。やべ突っ込みすぎた。やべ死ぬタラナを助けたい一心でさ、何も考えずに突っ込んでしまった
This'll put you in your grave.
よし、やったか。これで全部じゃねえか。よしちょっと考えなしに突っ込んでしまったが、まあ、結果的に片付いたからよしとしよう。タラナ心配だけどちょっと待ってね。今シャードとかを回収するからさ、砂漠ガラスが持てない。しょうがねえな。タラナ大丈夫か？
Thank you. I should have seen this coming. Of course he would hire men to keep me from Redmaw. They died for his pride.
やっぱり後をつけた流れ物ってのはアシースの手のものだったんだな。
This way. Hurry.
レッドモウがいるってのは本当なんだ。
Why is Assis going after Redmaw alone?
なんで一人でレッドモウを追うんだろうね。
Vanity. He doesn't want to share credit for the kill with his thrush.
本気でうぬぼれてんのあいつ。
My sponsor did the same. Went after Redmaw alone out of pride. Even though he knew we needed to unseat Assis.
本気でやれると思ってんのかな。実力あんのかなアシースなんとなくアシースってさ、人の手柄を横取りするだけのやつみたいな印象でいたんだけど、普通に強いのか。どうした？なんで止まった？
I'm not sure where Assis and Redmaw went from.
探すわじゃあはい、見つけたよ。こっちだよ もうろくに話を聞かずに。
This way. Red Maw destroyed these
う
trees.
わ本当だ、すげえ木が倒れてるわ。すげえことになってる。
With Tarkus, I arrived in time to see him die from his wounds. And with my father, I didn't even get back.
Where was Assis when your father passed?
There he is, Red Maw.
お父さんの話聞きたかったな。あれがレッドモウ。なんか違いが分かんないな。すげえ矢が刺さってっけど。おお、確かにちゃんと戦えてんなアシス。おお、ちょい。やられとるやん。
Was holding his own. Well, we have our work cut out for us.
ちょっと待って、見つかりたくない。見つかりたくない、あいつに。サンダージョーでしょ、基本的には。茂みねえか、茂み。あっちにあったな。しまった。よし、オッケー。はい、茂みから粘着。あ、遠いな。粘着遠いか。壁が欲しいな。壁がサンダージョーと戦うときはやっぱさ、壁が欲しいんだよね。レーザーを遮る壁が欲しいんですよね。あの岩でいいか。最悪あの岩でいいな。粘着できないかもしんないけど。おとりになってくれる？もしかして。あ、見つかったか。よし、上の武器を破壊したい。やべ、見つかるか。やべ、見つかった。やべ、見つかった。ダメだ。タラナーがおとりになってくれてる間にタラナーをおとりにして、タラナーをおとりにして。ダメだな、この角度良くない。下からは良くない。下からはよしよしよし。あの爆弾のところにいいぞ。よし、いいぞ。爆弾なくなっちゃった。よし、いいぞいいぞ。もうあとこれでいいか。もうちょい、あと一撃。まだか。よし、やった。危ねえ、今突進してくるとこだったな。はあ、まあ1対1でよかった。アシーズどうなったところで。あいつの死体どこ？待って、とりあえずもうハグからちょっと待って。ハギ取らなきゃ。51% 操作性、霊気、反災。そんな大したものは持ってないな。やっぱり普通のサンダージョーだな。
Hello there, beautiful. We make a great team.
And now, you're the Sunhawk.
About that.
それだけど何？それだけどでいなくなっちゃった。アシースどこ行ったのよ。生きてんのあいつ。生きてんのか。
Talana, he's still alive.
Out of the way, Nora. Filth.
You're done. The Lodge is finally free of your influence.
I kept it alive. In dark times.
No, you buried it. Along with my father's memory.
I should have. I should have let you fight Redmore first. To soften him up. Yeah.
まだそんなこと言ってんのか。ああ、なくなってしまった。
Here lies the Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge. It's almost a shame.
After all that, you're gonna weep for him.
Oh no. I just wish I could have seen his face when I succeeded him.
Okay then.
Meet me back at the Hunter's Lodge, if you have the time. I have a feeling the new Sunhawk wants to welcome you.
まあ太陽の鷹のつぐみですからね、私は。でもこれ大丈夫なの？信じてもらえるかな、みんなに。レッドモウやったって。戦利品ただのサンダージョーだったけど。多分これパーツ的にはだから普通のサンダージョーなんだろうな。それともなんか工場の不具合じゃないけど何かイレギュラーがあって異常に強いサンダージョーができちゃったのかな。まあいい、戻るか。じゃあ新しい太陽の鷹を祝福しよう。
Hawk Bradavin Khan Padish,
さあ帰ってきたぞ。
cherished brother, and Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padish.
ただな、あれか、
Beloved
アシースがいたとこにいんのか。あれ違うな。
Let their memory and
なんか
sacrifice be a beacon
演説
for
してたの
all
か。
hunters, all people to follow.
どうよタラナ。
Look, a memorial to my father and brother, and all the men who died in the Sun Ring. You made this possible, Aloy. Thank you.
ちょっと夜っていうのがなんかあれだけどね。明るい日差しの下でやりたかったけどね、太陽の下で。
So, what's it like to be Sunhawk?
It feels like sunrise after a long night. I'm in your debt. You'll always have a special home here, if you want it.
What happens now, in the lodge?
As Sunhawk, I've made sure we invite prospective members based on ability and drive, regardless of Karja blood. This lodge will be a stale bastion of the old regime no longer.
なんか鷹とつぐみっていうシステムを見直した方がいいと思うよ。あのシステムある限り狩人の館反映しないと思うから、人数限られちゃうしね。それになんかその貴族が人を送り込んでくるみたいな話もやっぱその鷹とつぐみの1対1の制度があるとさ、コネが強くなってしまうから。
What was that prayer you were saying when I first came in? I didn't hear all of it.
O great sun, make treaty with the moon to give our fallen quiet rest. Furnish them with the armor of your brazen heat. Give them shafts of sunlight for spears. Illuminate the path to the skies for each one of them. Hawk Gravid Khan Morza, Hawk Sarav Khan Pir, Hawk Usalin Karn Jagir, Hawk Kulasiv Khan Savali, Hawk Bradavin Khan Padish,
それは何？
cherished brother,
人の名前？それは。
and Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padish, beloved father. Let their memory and sacrifice be a beacon for all hunters, all people to follow.
ああ、なるほどね。多分あれかな、虐殺で亡くなった人たちかな、今の鷹の人たちの名前って。
Well, congratulations, Talana. I should get going.
Thank you, Aloy, despite the Nora. May you always take your prey.
なるほどね。
I've been accepting trophies all day. How are you?
Oh, you know, another day, another parade of machines to defeat.
Trade ya. I look forward to hearing tales of your next adventures.
なんか仲良しになったのいいな。たらな、うまくやれるのかなこれ。やってってくれるといいけどね。でもこれで終わりかい？この狩人の館のイベントは。ちょっとリーガンと話すか。
I never would have expected you to bring down Redmore. I'm kicking myself for not seeing your potential from the beginning.
あ、そうだね。最初に話した時なんかちょっと軽くあしらわれた的な感じあったけどな。うん。いや、そうでもないか。一応案内してくれたか、リーガン。よし、したらだ。もうサブクエストも館の武器とかはあれだからな。狩り場だからね。太古の扉は相変わらず動力が足んないし。国境地帯と創造主の落日。まあ国境地帯から行くか。エルサね。エルサを助けましょう。そしたら。こっちの焚き火に行ってセーブして終わりにすっかな。